What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bullshot Darts. So 2021 was my greatest year of darts so far, so I just wanted to hop on here and kind of do like an end of the year review, talking about some of the highlights of my year. But before I get into that, I do want to give a big thank you for all the support for Bullshot Darts. The growth in 2021 has been absolutely insane. I cannot say thank you enough. I appreciate every single one of you for all the support you've given Bullshot Darts, especially these last few months has been like absolutely insane. So thank you so much, guys, and it means the world to me because the more successful that Bullshot Darts is, it allows me to travel more for darts, and that is my dream. I want to travel and play darts all over the world. So all the support that you guys give Bullshot Darts helps me to live my dream, and for that I cannot say thank you enough, and I appreciate every single one of you. So thank you so much, guys. And also, with that being said, the Bullshot store is officially launched, so go head over to bullshotdarts.com and pick up some of the sickest merch in darts. Alright guys, so let's talk about 2021 here. 2021 was my first year as a traveling darts player. It was my first year as a CDC tour card holder. So I'm happy that it went just great. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about some highlights of the year. So my first highlight, no particular order here, I just made a little list just reading down them, is I got my highest average ever this year. I recorded my highest average, and that happened down in Tampa for the first CDC event. So this meant so much to me, not just because it was my highest average, but it was the circumstances too. It was my first event as a CDC tour card holder. I got on a plane and flew to Tampa, which is the first time I've ever got on a plane for darts. It was basically just the biggest darts commitment I've made, you know, flying down to Tampa, you know, staying there for 3 nights and then flying back, and for a CDC event as a tour card holder. And my first match of the weekend was when I was able to get that high average. So I was just really excited about that. And another thing too was that the guy I was playing, Joey Lanaut, was throwing incredible darts too. So it's not like I just threw a 95 and, you know, won easily or anything like that. Joey was putting the pressure on me, and that was the first time I had felt extreme pressure like that when I was throwing that well at such a big event. So I was just really excited to get my highest average there with the 95. And also I got my second highest average down in Nashville for the CDC match play. So I was able to get 2 90+ averages in CDC events. So just helped boost my confidence and lets me know that I can compete with these guys. So it was just a really big confidence boost for myself. Next, we got the Dart Players of Chicago tour. Had such an awesome year on there. Had such a fun time. And, you know, the tour was shut down last year, so it just felt so good to consistently see my friends here in Chicago and play darts with them. But also, too, I managed to win 4 of the 8 events. So I had a very successful year on the tour. I made the finals one other time in there. So, yeah, just a really successful year on that tour and a fun year. And I absolutely love those tours because it's, you know, it's long format. And it gives me something to look forward to. I didn't start playing long format darts until I started playing the Dart Players of Chicago a couple years ago. And ever since I have, my darts have gone up so much. So guys, if you are in any city that has a Dart Players tour, I highly recommend playing. You know, I don't know all of them, but there's one in Colorado, Chicago, LA, New York, maybe Pittsburgh, maybe Florida. There's, I think, like 12 of them. Seek one out, because if you have one by you, I highly recommend getting in there. But anyway, so we got the finals of that coming up in January. I'll be going in as the #1 seed, which honestly I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm happy I had a successful year, but I've never liked being the #1 seed. I've never liked, you know, the teams I root for to be the #1 seed. But it is what it is, so we'll see what happens. If I win it, I get all paid events going into next year's CDC events, which is a lot of money. So I'm really hoping I can get through that, because that would just be a lot of expenses I don't have to worry about next year. So yeah, Dart Players Chicago was a big highlight of the year for me. What else we got here? The Southside City Cup. This was actually, I think, just last month, and I managed to win the MVP at that weekend. I think I won 2 events as singles, and me and Trevor Boobolts won 3 doubles events. I think that's the way it broke down. But yeah, I won MVP, and that was the first time I've won a trophy in so long, and it's like a pretty big trophy too. So it was just a really fun weekend and a cool tournament. I had some good darts there. I also had some bad darts there, some of my more embarrassing moments, but overall, the weekend was absolutely awesome with all those wins and winning the MVP. And I also shot mixed doubles with my girlfriend, which was a lot of fun. Let's see here. Oh, CDC. So let's talk about the CDC events again. I made it to my first stream on the CDC, so I was super excited about that. And not only was I on the CDC stream, but the stream was also being streamed on PDC TV. Hey, 180. Talking about having a good year, so hopefully we get a couple more 180s in here. It'd be awesome. No, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, being on the stream and also being on the PDC TV stream. So that was just such a cool feeling, and just making the stream and stuff meant the world to me. But I was able to win it, and win it against Danny Lauby. I've talked about this in another video, but playing Danny on the stream like just got me super nervous. I'm a big Danny Lauby fan, and just getting called against him on the stream board was crazy. And I struggled in that game. Danny struggled too, but you know, I was able to get the win. So it was just really cool to get on the stream in the first place, and being able to win it was just kind of like a cherry on top. Even though my darts weren't that great, but still got the win on PDC TV, which is just crazy to me. And I know quite a lot of dart players are probably like, oh, what's the big deal? I've been on the stream, like every event I'm on the stream. But it's like, well, I've never been on the stream, and that was my first time, so it was awesome. All right, what else we got here? So yeah, just to continue on with the CDC, I was just happy I was able to make both USA CDC events. I went to Tampa and I went to Philly for those events, and those events just mean so much to me because that's where you earn the opportunity to play in the World Championship. That's where you earn your opportunity to play on the World Cup. And yeah, I still have ways to go to get to that, but playing in them is the only way to get there. So I actually did enough in this year's tour to retain my tour card and rack up some points. But the thing is, if I'm not playing in these consistently, I'm going to lose my points, I'm going to lose my card, and then I lose those opportunities. So just the fact that I was able to get to those tournaments just means a lot to me, you know. And moving forward, now we're going to have events back in Canada and USA. So I actually just applied for my passport. So I'm really excited to go up to Canada and, you know, play with the Canadians, because I haven't been around any Canadians in, well, like 2 years. So it'll be cool to have the mixed tours again. And just going into 2022, you know, it's a goal of mine to hopefully make at least 4 or 5 of the events next year. Yeah, so just getting to the tournaments just meant a lot to me. So just another highlight of the year. And those are just, you know, more places I traveled. I said it was my first year traveling. I went to Tampa, Philly, and I'm going to talk about Nashville here in a second, and St. Louis. So it was just cool, you know, just getting out to these different cities just to play darts. So, whew, I'm getting long-winded here. Where am I going on this? Oh yeah, Blueberry Hill tournament down in St. Louis. Another awesome weekend. I highly recommend going to that tournament next year. It's like a big anniversary for the tournament, so I think it's going to be bigger than ever. The venue is cool. Really cool place, but I was able to win some events there, so that was cool. And that was the first weekend that I had that my earnings actually paid or made enough to where the trip didn't cost me anything. And that's kind of a big thing with darts. It's like you spend quite a bit of money to get out to these tournaments, and if you're not winning anything, that's just money straight out of your pocket, which, don't get me wrong, it's still fun to go play darts and hang out with everyone, but it's expensive. So when you're able to win a couple dollars at the tournaments, you know, it helps offset the prices, or, you know, if you're lucky enough, you win money. So it's basically a paid trip, or you're getting paid to make the trip. So that was kind of like my first realization with Tampa there. So that was just really awesome. And it was just a fun weekend because I love St. Louis, and I got to play with my friends, Mike DePuma and Bridget. Bridget is an awesome shot. She'll be a big time up and comer. So that was a lot of fun. And Nashville was a lot of fun, outside of the hotel and venue being extremely hot and uncomfortable. But I did put together some of my best darts there. So same thing, in a dart hall with really, really good players, and I was able to bring out some good darts. A big highlight was, I remember I went back-to-back cricket matches. I won 2-0, 2-0. One match I threw a 4-5, and the other match I threw a 4-4. So those were some of my best cricket numbers I've ever thrown, let alone in back-to-back matches at a big tournament like the Music City Classic. So just another fun weekend, awesome weekend of darts. What else do I got here on this list? So I guess that's pretty much it. This was probably my favorite part of the year, was just, I got to meet so many people, and it's just a good feeling because I love the dart community. And one thing I love about the dart community is that, you know, if you play football, you can't just go somewhere and meet Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, like these guys. You know, if you play basketball, you can't just show up and meet players. You know, I don't watch basketball, so I don't know, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, like you can't just go meet these people. But with darts, whether you're the best dart player in the country or the worst, you're all going to the same tournament. So when you go to these tournaments, you're meeting the best dart players around. So, you know, these are guys that I've looked up to ever since I picked up a dart, and now I'm seeing them on like a regular basis at tournaments. It's just really cool. And, you know, being able to become friends with them and stuff is just, it's just crazy, and it's just super cool. So that was a lot of fun. And I met so many people that watch Bullshot Darts, which is awesome. Like, I love when people come up to me and they're like, hey, you're Nick, right? Bullshot Darts? And I'm like, yeah. Like, oh yeah, watch your videos and stuff. So that was just always super cool when that happens. And I met a lot of people like that. So outside of just, you know, my dart successes of the year, that was probably like my favorite part, of just meeting everyone and get to know everyone. I could sit here and just start rattling off a bunch of names that, like, I'm just so excited that, you know, I talked to them and I got to know them. And yeah, I just look forward to hanging out with these guys more in the future. And same thing, like I said, like I can't wait till, you know, we can merge the Canadian and USA tours again, because I'm excited to, you know, get to know a lot of the Canadian players, because I'm still pretty new to darts and getting to know everybody. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it for this year. Just an awesome year of darts. Let's talk about some goals in 2022. Let's get in one more round of darts here, because the video's already getting long. I was hoping to get a 180 here. I did a stream last night and I got 4 180s. Guys, if you did not watch the stream, go check it out. I put all the highlight time spots in the bottom, so you don't have to watch a 2-hour video. Just click around and see it. It was a really fun time. But 2022 goals. So let's start with Bullshot Darts. I just want Bullshot Darts to continue growing. You know, it's just so crazy. I started this a couple years ago and, you know, wasn't sure what it was going to turn into, but now it's, you know, turning into an avenue for me to be able to live my dream and travel playing darts. So, you know, I just going to keep doing my thing. I have a lot of big plans for the next year because, well, I don't want to talk about it too much because it'll just happen when it happens, but just a lot of big things coming up. You know, I finally got the merch out there, and, you know, Bullshot, I am not Bullshot Darts. Like, I don't want to get that confusion there. I am not Bullshot Darts. Bullshot Darts, or Bullshot, is just my brand that I'm trying to build. And I truly think that the Bullshot logo is the best logo in darts, the coolest logo. And also, just in general, I get compliments on my Bullshot clothes everywhere I go. So I think that I can turn Bullshot into more than just a darts brand. So we'll see what happens there. But of course, my heart will always lie with the dart players and the darts world. So I just want to keep building Bullshot Darts and, yeah, just keep doing bigger things with that. For me as a player, you know, I want to get out to all the CDC events. I want to get out to as many tournaments as I can. I would love to do an overseas tournament. I don't think I see that happening in 2022, but maybe 2023. And I want to get to the CDC, and I would love to make the Continental Cup. Now, I'm not going to say it's a long shot. I think I can do it. It's just a matter of getting that experience and bringing out my best darts more consistently at these tournaments. And the more I'm able to travel, the more that consistency will come. So that's what I'm looking forward to 2022, guys. And I just cannot wait. And I cannot wait to bring all of you guys with me. Once again, I cannot say thank you enough for all the support you guys have given me. We had some videos pop up over here. I got nothing else to say, guys. This might be my last video of 2021, so have a great new year, and I will see you all in 2022. Shoot well.